now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Good evening, and welcome to the show, guys. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio, and my name is Deanie. I do have to say that this particular episode is pre-recorded, and I can't wait to deliver it to your inboxes. And for you guys who subscribe to the show, you'll be the first to know, and I always appreciate that. Don't lose sight. This is the frequency of the fearless. You know, there's a sacred power in revisiting old truths with new eyes. Sometimes the wisdom we need most isn't wrapped in a trend, a chart topper, or a viral headline, but in the voice of someone who dares to speak eternal truths in a time of fleeting emotions. Today's guest is one of those rare voices. His music doesn't just entertain, it restores. His lyrics don't just rhyme, they realign. And in a world where love has been misdefined, mislabeled, and misunderstood, he's returned with a sound, a story, and a scripture to reset the record. This episode is a call back to the core, a reminder that love, true love, has never changed its nature, only its messengers. We're grateful to welcome one of those messengers back today. You're not just here for a talk show, and this isn't just radio. This is a revival for your mind, body, and spirit. This is Vigilantes Radio Live. My name is Coach Deanie, and change is possible. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Your heart is dark, just like the devil, to kill, steal, and destroy. You're so immoral, resentful, and angry. So how is this love? Ooh, yeah. Love will always hope and trust. You love me, but with a lying heart, you're so deceiving, unforgiving and hateful, holding grudges, disrespectful too. So how is this love? Ooh, yeah.
love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL, that's Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Deanie. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, spirituality, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. You know, the ones who are out there doing it for me, doing it for you, and doing it for the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, back with us tonight, our guest isn't just an artist, he's a vessel, a multi-dimensional creator, performer, and educator. Jackson Caesar returns to the show with a divine assignment and a soul-stirring message. From Oklahoma to stages worldwide, his voice is both an instrument and an invitation to reflect, to realign, and to remember the true nature of love. His latest offering, That's What Love Is. God is Love doesn't just move, it ministers. So please join me in saying welcome, friend, to the one and only Jackson Caesar. Hey, again, welcome to the show.
Hey there, Deanie. It's so good to be back, and thank you so much for that warm and exciting introduction, man. You know how to say it, man. You know how to put those words together. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. You deserve it, man. You've been out here killing it. I really enjoyed the remix. Yeah, man, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's been on your heart and mind lately?
Yeah, so the song that you just played there, thank you. And and thanks for playing the remix version. That is something that I've always wanted to do. I guess you could say it's a nostalgic revisit to the 90s, because when I was coming up, the 90s, there was a period where the dance music and dance remixers were really big, at least on the mainstream. And I said, I would love to put together a song and have a remix and maybe an extended remix. And so when I produced this song, here we have it. And so thanks for sharing that.
Indeed. Every time I hear music like this, I always think about those good black movies or African-American movies. I'm black, so I guess I can say that. Black movie, where there's a cookout and the whole family's gathering, and a song like this is playing in the background.
Yes.
That's what love is, So it gave me that feeling, and I was like, I gotta go find Big Mama.
Yes. And it's good driving music, too.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, I'm glad you did the remix. Since the last time you joined us, we've uncovered your journey through performance, education, and impact. But since then, has your mission evolved?
I'd like to think so, especially since COVID, when I had a good 10-year run of singing professionally, like nonstop. And then once COVID took place, it kind of slowed things down. So now I have like a full-time day job and singing more part-time. But then also when I became an author, it opened up some other doors. So I'm doing more intellectual things now as well as the music, but I'm focusing more on studio recording, because even though I'm a cocktail receptionist singer and I'm singing at all these private engagements around town or around the nation, I'm often asked, do you have any recordings? And so I got tired of saying no, and I'm recording now. So I'm focusing on original as well as covers, as well as some amazing arrangements and collaborations. Also focusing on some writing with my books and children's books and things like that. So I will say it has evolved to the next level. So thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. You mean I can now make a Jackson Caesar playlist on Spotify?
Yes, as a matter of fact, yes. It looks good and it feels good too, especially when it's like your name and everything that was on the inside of you that was just once a dream is now like fulfilled. And it's actually addicting too, because once you get started and then when you feel good about the progress that you've made as you reflect over your work, you're like, okay, now I want to move on to this, and it's just like nonstop. So it's exciting.
Yeah. Has anything shifted in your purpose?
Not really. I've always been pretty much focused. I try to live a 5-year plan, and I say that, but it always adds. So as soon as I finish up one thing on that 5-year plan list, like say for instance, I have 5 things on my 5-year plan. Mm-hmm. Once I get one knocked off of that list, do know I'm adding 2 more things. So it's not like that list and then once that list is complete, then it's over. No, I'm always adding more because it's just that artistry in you. You just keep going and you just keep getting inspired. So to say if something has shifted in me, not really, other than just being continually inspired.
Yeah. So I think we dived in about That's What Love Is last time, and we mentioned that it comes from both a spiritual and a personal place. What stirred first, that conversation with your sister or the scripture from 1 Corinthians 13?
I will say it's probably from the scripture. I am often asked to sing at weddings, and that is always a go-to scripture for a lot of the, what do you call those, officianaries or the pastors who are wedding the people. And they would always use or begin with 1 Corinthians chapter 13. But the thing that I've noticed is that they focus only on what love is. So they'll go through that list that the Apostle Paul gives you. Love is this, love is patient, love is kind, love has all of these properties and attributes. But then I noticed that there's another part about what love is not that I feel like we're missing out on. So that's probably what started it, because once I started talking to my sister about her relationship, and she shared with me, my husband is doing this and that, but I know he loves me. And I was just like, okay, let's just go over what love is. And so we did. And then I said, now let's go further in and let's look at what love is not. And the Apostle Paul gives a list of what love is not. And I feel like if we were to learn about what love is not, then we'll know better what to look for what love truly is. Because it will say, oh, well, I see the signs that love is not. And so that tells me that you don't love me.
Man, you said a mouthful. I really think that a lot of people are taking TV love or television love or movie love for love. And truly, if I compare the scriptures, like the Apostle Paul, what he said love isn't and isn't, and compared to the TV love, like love isn't supposed to hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
But they making it seem like it's okay, to love this way. Like, but I don't know. Maybe they just stuck in some kind of state of toxic traits and pushing it on people.
And this is a universal message, so it's not it's not limited to relationships, intimate relationships. This is even if I were to just say that I love people, I'm a loving person. Okay, so if my actions are, okay, let's go over this list here. Paul says this is what love is not. Love is not envious, not arrogant, not immoral, not resentful, not angry. So I'm saying that I love you, and yet all of a sudden I have these particular attributes here. I'm not acting in a loving way. So I got some work to do. You know, we all have some work to do because we're not going to be perfect, right? But it just helps us, reminds us that we got some work to do. We've got to practice. Now, let's go over that list that Paul says. Love is patient. It is kind. It always hopes, always trusts. It endures all things, and it bears all things. It even forgives. It believes. So, if someone's getting on my nerve or I'm getting impatient, guess what? I'm not loving. I'm not acting in a loving way, because love is patient. Love is forgiving. And so once I started practicing what love is and what love is not, then I started actually, you know, my lifestyle changed in, like, I'm sitting in traffic or I'm sitting in a long line, I will let someone go ahead. You know, I'm more patient with that. I'm not quick to get angry about when someone cuts in line. I'm like, okay, go ahead. You know, it's you know. Yeah. It really changes your life, and you start understanding what real love is. And I'm not saying that I've accomplished it, but I'm saying that I'm practicing it. And so with this song, I'm hoping that it will be a reminder and a challenge at the same time.
Yeah. Wow, you're actually taking your own medicine. That's incredible.
I'm trying. It's just I feel like if we can just practice that, then we'll know better what to look for. And so I was very careful with my sister when I was sharing this with her as we went over it. I said, now, I don't want to say that he doesn't love you. I want to approach it this way and say that he's not operating in it.
Yeah. Love is an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we all have to practice it. So if he wasn't operating in it, then give him a chance, because maybe he will come around. But you know what's interesting about this is that we don't adapt to all of them immediately. Everything, that's why there's a list, because you have to grow into them. You have to develop. It's a process.
Yeah. It's like, hey, Jackson, I'm on a way to be a monk, you know.
I did read that book, How to Be I think, is that what it was called? How to Be a Monk or something like, or To Think Like a Monk. I did read that book. It was very interesting.
Coincidental, I'm reading a book now, How to Energize Your Mind, and it's by a monk. So.
Oh, wonderful. We all needed this inspiration. This song is considered a self-help like song. And what's surprisingly is that this song is actually scripture based. And I know it doesn't come across that way when you listen to it in general, but then when you give it some thought, or when I expose the secret behind it, then people go, oh wow, I didn't realize that, because it's not giving you a King James version of it, like thou shallest lovest thou, you know. But I wanted it to come across as a song that was universal, that everybody can say, you know what, I get it. I get the message, you know. And then that spoken part, you know, I felt that was important, because that reminds us of the source of where it comes from.
Yeah, I really love that part. You know, you're pausing the music for a minute to speak, and you know, you're in the moment, and your voice comes through telling you exactly what you need to hear in that moment. Sometimes.
Yeah, and did you catch the I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm a little excited about the song. Did you catch how the chorus sings about what love is? And the soloist sings about what love is not. Yeah, so that's that kind of, I don't know if it's a conversation, but it's definitely a dialogue that's taken place. So I gave it a lot of thought when I said I really want to write a song that that echoes Paul's message, that defines what love is and what love is not. And the goal was to encourage the listeners to understand and experience true love, as opposed to the actions that have misrepresented it for so long. Like you mentioned, that we say we love things, but then we have to look, it gives us an opportunity to reflect on, okay, well, if that's true, here's your reference. And I was excited to collaborate with the Lux City Choir in England. They are amazing, and I'm hoping to collaborate with them again and do some more work with them. And the DJ Collectro remix, that was awesome. So it was just a great time all around, and I'm hoping to continue to spread the word. I'm trying to get it out there as much as I can, because I feel like right now the world needs this message. And when you look at like how divided the United States is, I wish I could say we're the United States of America, but it seems like we're the divided States of America. And when you look at like our politics, 1 minute we're saying that we love the people, but then you're bad-mouthing the other party.
Yep.
And again, we look at those attributes there of what love is not, and you go, oh, I got to check myself, because I say that I love the people, but yet I'm very arrogant. Yet I'm holding a grudge, and I'm disrespectful. You know, so you got to check yourself. So this song says, no. Love will always do the following: this, that, these, and those. And if you're not loving, it's because you're doing this, that, these, and those.
Yep. So people say, hey, Apostle Paul didn't live in 2025.
Well, it's a message that's universal. So
it is.
Yeah.
And I believe it is a mission, and you're doing a very good job. I read the blog post about the song, and you can hear the mission in the blog post as well. And we're going to play the song again.
Wonderful.
The original mix, so I'll be able to hear the chorus again.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I was too stoked on you speaking it through the record. I was like, you don't get those hardly anymore, where the music is playing in the background and the artist speaks to your heart. So
yeah.
I guess I was too caught up in that, but we're going to play the record again, and I'll be able to listen
Wonderful.
to it this time fully.
Well, thank you so much for having me again. This has been great, and it gives me an opportunity to share some good news this time.
Indeed. So from a legacy perspective, I know you mentioned that you often sing at weddings. Is this song on the playlist?
We'll see. I will let them know that I think this is more of a receptionist song, or maybe like when they finish, I don't know, because actually when you think about the words, it's like, you said you love me, but these are the things that you're doing. You have a lying heart, So I think this is probably for after the marriage or something, but not to be played during the marriage or whatever. No.
Yeah, you don't want anyone to have second thoughts while they
yeah, because that was
down the aisle.
lyrics. Yeah, listening to the lyrics, like, wait a minute, you said love will always, that part is great. Love will always hope and trust. But then, wait a minute, you have a lying heart. What is the song about?
Indeed.
Someone asked me the other day, they said, so who hurt you, Jackson?
That's a good question. Did anyone hurt Jackson?
No one hurt me. But I felt that this was a universal message to, return to the source. That's really what I wanted to do. I don't want to bring this false thing out there to say that I have accomplished and that I have achieved and found that. I'm just sharing what I'm going to practice.
Indeed. I love that, because let's talk about the future. I believe there is a cultural reset coming.
Yeah.
And what role do you believe that artists like you will play in the emotional and spiritual part of that?
Well, right now, when you look at technology and also look at the culture, we're kind of selfish right now. And so I hear often from others saying, when I sing classic songs, standards, and they say, they don't make them like they used to. And songs today just don't have that sound. But when you consider the fact that the reason why songs can relate to people or touch them and move them in a way is because there was an experience taking place. There was a hardship taking place. And that's how we communicate and relate to each other. It's through that. But if you don't have anything that you're dealing with that's a hardship, your music is not going to be much relatable, because we're just like, hey, everything is good and everything. It really brings us together when we can consider other people and help them out. But if we're not helping anyone out, if we're not being considerate, then our music is not going to last. shall we say. It's not going to be it's not going to be lasting music. So this is all instant. Everything is instant right now. So I feel like when you say a reset, I think there's going to come a point where people are going to get tired of the quickness, and they're going to long for that patience, that kindness, that endurance, which is what love is.
That's right. All right, guys, we're about to dive into the song. Ooh. That's what love is. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
You love me, but your heart is dark, just like the devil, to kill, steal, and destroy. You're so immoral, resentful, and angry. So how is this love? Ooh, yeah. Love will always hope and trust. You said you love me, but with a lying heart, you're so deceiving, unforgiving and hateful, holding grudges, disrespectful too. So how is this love? Ooh, yeah. Love will always hope and trust. Oh, that's what love is. Oh, God is love.
Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love.
God is love will always hope and trust, never give up. Love will always hope and trust, never give up. Oh, that's what love is.
All right. Welcome back again. That's what love is. A phenomenal record. I forgot to mention that we have a tradition. It is called the Hot Seat, and that's where we invite our special guests to perform for us if they want to, or do any kind of talent that's unusual. They can rap, sing, do spoken word, tell a joke. We love dad jokes. Tell a story, play an instrument, give some advice, or do nothing at all. That is cool as well. So let's find out if Jackson Caesar would like to participate. Hey man, welcome back, and you're back with us and in our hot seat. Will you participate?
Okay, sure. Because someone had asked me on another podcast to share something about that was weird to me, or normal to me, but weird to other people. And I was like, I had to give it some thought. And guess what came up? So all my life, I have never been able to snap my fingers.
Wow.
With the third finger. Like most people use their middle finger to snap.
Mm-hmm.
I taught myself how to snap my fingers, but I use my fourth finger.
What?
And it's a very loud snap on both hands. I use my fourth finger. So I don't know too many people. I don't know anyone else who does that. But I have always used my fourth finger to snap.
Wow. Okay, that is unusual.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, now I got some. It's normal to me. But people say, oh, that's weird. That's just. But that also is a story of my life. Even when I go to the doctor or something, they go, interesting. And I'm like, they've never heard this before, never seen this before. I'm just like, oh, story of my life. So now I embrace it.
That's cool. So, Jackson, where can our listeners connect with you online and check out more music?
Well, I wanted to make it simple for everybody because I don't know too many Jackson Caesars out there. So I think it's just the only one out there. So you can just look up Jackson Caesar in Google, and all of my information is there. JacksonCaesar.com, Jackson Caesar, anything. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I'm hoping that my music will touch, move, and inspire you.
All right. And listeners, just in case you need help with those links, I have them in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you guys have to do is just click the links. Thank you so much, Jackson, for being our guest once again. It was
Thank you,
a pleasure
Deanie.
chatting with you and hearing the remix. I really love it. It brought back some memories, some nostalgia, and just some overall good vibes. So I really love the remix.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Indeed. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is Legacy in the Making, the anatomy of love, the duality of scripture, and what it means to live what you sing. To connect deeper with Jackson Caesar, follow his platforms and be on the lookout for That's What Love Is. It's out already, so go ahead and add that to your playlist. Add that to your normal morning routine, daily routine, nightly routine, gym routine, family cookout. Whatever you listen to your music, you have to add this one to the playlist. You'll want this one on repeat. And for our listeners, if you found value in today's conversation, subscribe to Vigilantes Radio Live. Leave us a rating wherever you stream. Support the movement at buymeacoffee.com/Vigilantes Radio. Share this episode with someone who needs a reminder of what love really is. Until next time, stay fearless, stay faithful, and stay tuned.
Peace to all. My name is Deanie, and I am the host of Vigilantes Radio Live. I think that we are beyond just asking cool questions and getting cool responses. I think that we are here as creatives to provide an example that you can do things different outside of expectations, because some of us simply were not born into the club, but there is perhaps a door, window, or back gate that we can leave a clue for you to get into. Life is short, but there are plenty of moments to try and get it right. Pursuing your dreams and learning from mistakes may be tough, but regret is tougher. To book your interview, email us at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That's a V as in victorious. Or visit onlyonemediagroup.com. I'm counting on you. Heaven, we all are counting on you to step into your purpose and your passion. You are listening to Vigilantes Radio Live on iHeartRadio, providing you with an opportunity to dive deeper.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com.